Today we're going to be talking about the generation that was raised on Flintstone vitamins, but who never actually watched the cartoon. That's right, they are the Millennials. They are now adults, and they are taking more supplements than Generation X and Baby Boomers. Welcome to Health Business Mastery, the Creative Thirst podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Hewitt. Marketing supplements to millennials is a huge blue ocean opportunity. They are surpassing baby boomers for the nation's largest adult generation of consumers. And like I said in the intro, they are consuming more supplements than Generation X and baby boomers. The research to back that up comes from the Hartman Group, which says that 45% of millennials aged 18 or 20 to 35 take supplements on a regular basis. That's at least 50 million supplement buyers in the millennial market alone. The opportunity here is huge. But what's the best way to sell to the millennial market? These guys are different. These are not your 45 plus women, which is the typical supplement target market. All of our research in working for clients who sell dietary supplements online has led us to the buying forces framework that we created. This is the framework on how people buy supplements online. And we use this framework every single day to optimize each of our supplement clients' websites. One of those forces in particular could be part of the reason why millennials are taking more supplements than other generations. The buying force I'm talking about is the force of trust. In a survey conducted by New Hope Network, they asked participants specifically, do you agree with the statement of trusting in supplements? Do you trust the supplement industry? And millennials answered positively. 44% of the millennials do indeed trust the supplement industry versus only 21% on the baby boomer side who trust the supplement industry. So almost double the people on the millennial side compared to the baby boomers. The typical supplement market has always been that 45 plus women market. Those are the prime supplement buyers. But the future of selling dietary supplements, functional foods, and even personal care is going to be greatly impacted by millennials going forward. One of the main reasons why dietary supplement marketers should care about this is partly because of the buying potential. Millennials' spending power will exceed $1 trillion. That's a lot of spending power for one market group. When you couple that with the fact that millennials are more committed to organic foods and organic products, again, jumping on the bandwagon of that big mega trend that's been happening for years, this implies a more health-conscious millennial buyer across the functional food market and other health-related products such as supplements. However, what works in direct response selling to baby boomers is not what works for selling to millennials. And this is the big shift that needs to happen and is where the opportunity is for health supplement marketers online. With millennials, they're not just buying into the product. They're buying into the relationship, even more so than baby boomers. So being 100% authentic and transparent is vital to any engagement with the millennial market. Being authentic and transparent to millennials is super important, and it goes beyond just your ingredients. It goes into how you actually market, into the marketing strategy, and that's the big shift here that I want to point out. You need to sort of climb the millennial marketing ladder. It's a different type of selling to these people than it is to the traditional direct response way to baby boomers. When selling to millennials, it pays to focus more on them rather than on the product. So this is the part of the shift that I'm seeing from the old way of selling supplements to the new way that is currently happening online. This is the rise of more direct-to-consumer brands that we're seeing today. And what is happening is the authority is becoming even more important in selling supplements to millennials than the emotional story. So the heavy lifting of converting a sale is shifting towards building trust gradually through that ladder of influence rather than a one-and-done sort of heavy-hitting video sales letter, if you will. The progression goes from a celebrity endorsement at the very bottom rung up to the specialist level, where the endorser is now the specialist for that particular mechanism or health conscious area. And then the next ladder up is to that expert level. This is the new way of marketing to millennials, in my opinion. So with millennials, what does that mean? So part of what that means is cleaning up the ingredients. So proprietary blends, which lead to mistrust, they've been out of the market or heading out of the market for quite a long time. And it was one differentiating factor that many dietary supplements used. This is no longer really a good play to compete against. Millennials want to know exactly how much of each ingredient is included, but it goes even further than that. And this is the important point. Millennials want clean, minimally processed, and natural ingredients that are trending as what is popular with millennials right now. It's not just important to show what's inside the bottle, which worked in the past. With millennials, they want to know where each ingredient was actually sourced from and what the environmental and social impact of that sourcing was. So again, we're kind of ratcheting up the next level on the ingredients level. It's just as important to them to know how it was made as to what it was made with. Millennials place more value on knowing where and how supplements are produced and manufactured than the baby boomer market. And this needs to be part of your story, which ties back to transparency when selling to millennials. You're starting to see the subtle shift of now how the marketplace is shaping the marketing. The other trend that we've been seeing for quite a long time is mass personalization. So the days of one bottle fits all or most people are coming to an end in the supplement space, in my opinion. Custom solutions based on your individual and specific DNA markers are the future of dietary supplements. There are already a few companies out there doing things exactly like this. There's Dynamic DNA Labs, there's takecareof.com, vitamin packs, to name a few that are already out there in breaking ground in this space. As the manufacturing costs continue to decrease, I think this option will become more and more prevalent of a solution to the market, specifically the millennial market. Services like 23andMe and Ancestry DNA, they're making this type of thing more prevalent by bringing that to the mainstream. And right now, we're seeing that these DNA identifying services are really nothing more than kind of just glorified family tree and novelty. But the true value is in the knowledge of your specific genetic traits and the DNA SNPs that reveal the personal wellness on a much deeper level. Sites like MTHFR support and the rise of the functional medicine and nutrigenomics field are connecting the dots between the two, which makes this possible. The type of customization supplement solution that makes the most sense not only to millennials, but also to anyone taking health seriously is really making it ultra personal. So millennials will outnumber baby boomers. Millennials are on the cusp of surpassing baby boomers as the nation's largest adult generation of customers. Again, that goes back to the data from U.S. Census Bureau population projections. Millennials will outnumber baby boomers as the baby boomers start to decline. Right now, it's looking at 73 million millennials compared to 72 million baby boomers. So we're right at the cusp of that switch. We're seeing the switch in marketing already happening in the online traffic sources. They're already pushing away from the old model of sensational, big, bold claims with a big shift towards Facebook compliance in the last year. This has been exacerbated by the whole political arena, and really, I think that propelled us 5 to 10 years ahead than where it normally would have been had it normally played out without the impact of that political area. So the days of benefits on top and clickbaity headlines, I believe that will be coming to an end, and it will shift more towards offer-driven front-end products, offer-driven front-end offers, offer-driven marketing, perhaps leaving the sensational stuff on the back end while the industry kind of cleans up itself as a consequence of the changing buyer preferences driven by the millennial market. This absolutely makes it much harder for that startup direct response, direct-to-customer supplement company, because you can have super high intensity growth by pressing on that gas pedal and really kind of crossing the line and doing things that a brand company wouldn't do. But if all of that is sort of restricted at the traffic end, that means that those type of companies are going to be leaning more towards affiliate marketing, going email blasts rather than the wire pool of Facebook and Google and Instagram. Those are the bigger nets, and in order to scale, I see this completely affecting supplement companies' ability to scale. If they're cut off at the legs from the marketing perspective, then they have no choice but to kind of go that backdoor route, like I said, through the affiliate channels and the other areas like that, which are more expensive. So once they build up there, then they can kind of clean themselves up and bring it back to the front end. But that's a really different transition than that's what's been happening in the past 5 to 10 years. This is a really interesting time to be in supplements, and who knows where it's going to lead. But I mean, I'm here with you every step of the way, and we're going to be figuring this out together. So there's no better place to get this information than this podcast. It's really one of the only things out there, the only one that I know of that's really talking about these issues in the direct response supplement space. So make sure you subscribe and keep your ear out, and we'll explore this as it unfolds in the next year or two together. Thank you for listening. Creative Thirst is a direct response digital agency focusing on conversion rate optimization and A/B testing. We work with dietary supplement companies who are struggling to maximize the profitability of their funnels so they can scale. Through the last 7 years in the online health space, we've optimized many dietary supplement businesses. And in that time, we've uncovered the 3 critical funnels for success. We put together that information in a free digital download called The 3 Funnels Every Health Supplement Business Needs to Build a Multi-Million-Dollar Empire. You can get that free report by going to creativethirst.com. Scroll down to the appropriate section and click on the blue Get Your ebook button.